Hello, welcome to course video number 4 and our 5th week together in LEAD 101. As always, I'd like to start with a screenshot from your syllabus that captures for you exactly what is expected of you for this week. As you can see, I'd like for you to watch on Monday the video that you're currently listening to, and read Kessler chapters 16, 17, and 18. And then on Wednesday, I'd like for you to read Kessler chapters 19 and 20. And that will conclude part 4 of your Kessler textbook. You will also be expected to respond to the Asia and Pacific Rim prompt that has been added to the course discussion site, and respond to all of your peers, Africa and the Middle East posts by this coming Friday. Please know that each post is open for 2 weeks. At the end of the first week, that first Friday before midnight, you should post your response to the newest prompt. And the second week on Friday, you should respond to any comments that peers have made on your original post, as well as made your 3 comments on other peers' posts. So even though the actual discussion is open for 2 weeks, you must post your first part of this assignment prior to that Friday at midnight deadline, the first Friday. So you have 1 week to compose your post and another week to respond to everyone's posts. If you are still unclear about expectations, please contact me so that we can clarify. It is my understanding that some of the progress reports, progress meetings have occurred between group members and Sean. Also my understanding that Sean has posted to the 24/7 discussion board ways to contact him beyond his email address, including his cell phone number. If you haven't gotten a response from Sean, I encourage you to follow up using the other methods that he has shared with you on the 24/7 discussion board. It seems to me that there are quite a few individuals that have not taken the time to respond to their peers, their group work peers, and I would encourage you to do that. Everyone who has been responsive, who is concerned and diligent about this project, has been told that you should progress as expected. Each of you are to write 3 articles regarding your specific topic area, and your website would be modified to accommodate the fact that individuals are not responding or participating. So group members should carry on based on the number of individuals who are actually participating. Individuals who don't participate won't write articles, won't get positive evaluations, and their grades will obviously suffer subsequently. It's not too late for anyone to start participating, but it would be in your best interest to get in touch with group members, your fellow group members, as soon as possible, so as to not disappoint them and to be sure there's enough time to really deliver a quality website and course project. We're going to continue our discussion of your project as it relates to the Do Good Well text, which was recommended but not required of you for this course. Chapter 27 of this text starts with a quote from the renowned leadership scholar Peter Drucker, and it states, "Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things." I think this is a fantastic quote to point out in any leadership course, but hopefully you can identify the distinction. I'd like you to start your prompt this week by responding to this quote and your thoughts about it. Just following the quote, the chapter starts, "From childhood we're taught what's right and what's wrong. So by now, acting ethically may seem pretty straightforward. However, sometimes the right thing to do isn't always clear to see or easy to do. Being successful and being ethical can and should run hand in hand, though. You can do both what works and what's right. It helps to have a framework in place to help guide you along the way. With this in mind, there are 3 important principles to follow to help ensure that you and your team are acting ethically in making social impact. Number 1, the right attitude. Establish ethical guidelines for your team from the outset. Number 2, the right action. Follow best practices to maintain high ethical standards. And 3, the right reaction. Address ethical dilemmas in ways that minimize damage and maximize learning potential. So building upon these 3 principles of ethical behavior, I'd like to address the importance of communication next. So in order to optimize communication, we need to recognize that good communication allows us to express our goals for groups clearly and ensures that everyone is on the same page. So good communication prevents mistakes and misunderstandings, which ultimately saves you time, money, and other valuable resources. Good communication keeps groups organized and focused, thereby increasing productivity. Good communication is key to effective conflict resolution and is the hallmark of a good leader. While this is brief, I'm going to end our course conversation here because we have a short week this week. Technically, Tuesday, you're off of school, which may or may not impact you depending on the reality of your world. I want to give you this extra time though because your prompt for this week is a bit more detailed than you've been asked to do in the past. So I want to also recognize that additional time. So I want to thank you all very much, and I hope you have a great week. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe. Thank you.